In today's video, we do have 3 betting tips. That is 3 betting slips provided in this video. Properly analyzed, carefully analyzed, and I tell you, you're going to be getting the best predictions and betting tips for today's matches, especially the Champions League matches playing today, Wednesday, 8th November 2023. Before we get started or before we get further into the video, I must quickly mention that we are grateful because yesterday we were able to win one of our bet slips that was provided yesterday. 2.479 odds won yesterday. Atletico Madrid won by a scoreline of 6-0, giving us a victory on that one. Manchester City won with a scoreline of 3-0, giving us a victory on over 2.5 goals. Then Bolton Wanderers won with a scoreline of 2-0, giving us an easy victory. And finally, Leipzig won, giving us a victory on the double chance, Leipzig to be winning or a draw to occur. So in short, yesterday was a pretty amazing day for all of us over here. The only game that we might say was not unexpected or reserved, whatever it is, is the match that you selected to bet on. That is the problem. That is where you went wrong. But our predictions yesterday were properly done, properly analyzed, and that is what I'm here to provide you once again. So if it is your first time joining us at the Maskedbettor Betting Tips YouTube channel, please ensure that you are subscribing, turning on notifications, and liking the video. Today we are going for 5,000 likes. I know you are not going to like the video, but anyway, let me just click 5,000 likes and say, we are going for the 5,000 likes. Maybe one day an angel from heaven will appear and like the video. So in our first bet slip, we happen to be having 2.479 odds. No, it's not. It's 2.291 odds. And the matches that are available in the first bet slip, we have Copenhagen playing against Manchester United. In this particular game, you must realize that we are not supposed to be expecting several goals to be scored in this particular game. Copenhagen have won their last 3 home matches, while Manchester United have won their last 3 matches. I've been writing Copenhagen off at home because they're playing against Manchester United is an ill-advised, move or an opinion or whatever you say statistic. I believe it's going to be reckless to ignore the strength that Copenhagen comes with into this particular game. At the same time, I cannot fail to mention that Manchester United, when compared to Copenhagen, they're the better side and they have better quality despite their current problems and struggles they are undergoing. So in terms of performance in the European level, I must also mention that Copenhagen have been struggling to score goals. But if you look at Manchester United, the Red Devils, this is also a game that they deem highly. They take this game seriously. And that is supposed to be an important factor or the factor that crowns the betting tip. So we are going with a Manchester United to be winning or a draw to occur at an odd of 1.239. In our second game, we have Salzburg coming up against Inter Milan. In the game Salzburg against Inter Milan, what is important is that Inter Milan have won their last 3 matches against Salzburg in all competitions. In fact, in most of them, I think they have been leading by halftime and full-time. That is Inter winning at halftime, Inter winning at full-time. So you look at this game, it's clearly indicated that Inter Milan are in a position to win once again because they also have a more steady record away. In fact, they rarely lose away. If they have lost, I think it's once this current season, in comparison to Salzburg home record. So considering the 100% record that Inter Milan also have against the Salzburg, I think that a comfortable win on Inter Milan is the best option to consider. So you might be considering Inter Milan to win at the end of the day, but because I don't love that, I'm going with an option of Inter Milan to be winning or a draw to occur in this particular match. And then we have PSV Eindhoven coming up against Lens. You look at this match, one thing is evident that PSV, that is the PSV Eindhoven side, they have been performing pretty well at home, especially in their Eredivisie, that is in their local league. In their last 2 games, they were able to record 11 goals out of 2 matches. So that is an important factor to consider. And it's really, really important because if you look at Lens, they have drawn their last 2 matches, 0-0 draw. So means that Lens have not scored in their last 2 matches. So PSV are up against an inconsistent Lens. And many people are praising PSV, that PSV this, PSV that. I think that in general, or just to make it brief, PSV are the better side, and they got the amazing record that is required not to lose points at home. So we are backing PSV to win or a draw to occur in this particular match at an odd of 1.235. And finally, in our first bet slip, we have Real Madrid coming up against Braga. In this one, you look at Real Madrid versus Braga. Real Madrid have scored 2 or more goals in 8 of their last 12 matches this season. Braga have also scored 2 or more goals in 7 out of their 10 last matches this season. So what do you see? This is a game in which goals is highly likely to occur because both teams got the potential of scoring goals that we need. So you look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid are in a better position to be winning this game because of the home factor, quality players, name it, all the stuff. And if you look at Braga side, how they play too, they play kind of football that allows them to concede more goals. So that is going to be playing in favor of Real Madrid. At the end of the day, I'm expecting Real Madrid to be walking away the victory, an easy victory, maybe a 3-1, 2-1 victory. And the betting tip is Real Madrid to win. You combine the 4 matches that I've just mentioned, we are having a total of 2.291 odds, and that sums up our first bet slip. The booking codes are available on the screen, and we now move to our second bet slip, which happens to be having 1.783 odds. In our second bet slip, the first game is going to be this particular game. Napoli coming up against Union Berlin. You look at Napoli playing against Union Berlin, one thing we must state is that Napoli are the defending champions in Serie A, and so far they have performed pretty well. Their records in the European competition has been strong and has shown indeed that they are champions or the defending champions of Serie A. I mean, if you look at Union Berlin, there's a problem. There's a very big problem with Union Berlin because in their last 12 matches, they have recorded straight losses and they have failed to score in their last 5 matches. So this is a team that is struggling to score goals. Union Berlin are not in a position to be scoring goals. It's very bad. It's very bad. And if you look at Napoli, Napoli is definitely winning. They are scoring goals and they are also at home. And, they have better record in the European competition. And then it's actually, I don't see any other option other than to back Napoli to win in this particular match. And that is why in this game, in this particular second bet slip, our first game is Napoli to be winning at an odd of 1.40. By now, you know very well that I hate backing straight wins. And if I back a team to win at straight or to win at full time easily, 90 minutes plus the extra minutes, then I really feel it. So Napoli to win. And then the next game in this one, we have Bayern Munich coming up against Galatasaray. It's evident that Bayern Munich, when they are meeting the Turkish sides, in their last 6 meetings with Turkish sides, they have won in all of them. They have won in all of them. So Galatasaray is going to be the 7th that they are meeting currently. Not even I know we are combining 6, last 6, so this is going to be the last 7. So you look at these, especially in the Champions League matches. So it's going to be a tough game for Galatasaray because they're coming up against a Bayern Munich that got form, quality players, and the match is also of importance to them. I don't see any other option other than a straightforward win for Bayern Munich. The odds for that one is 1.231 odds. This is a game in which you also expect several goals. 3-1 full-time is probable, or 2-1 full-time, 4-1 full-time. Goals are expected in this particular game. But at the end of the day, my betting tip is a Bayern Munich to sail easily to victory at an odd of 1.231. You combine the 2 matches, you get 1.783 odds, and that is our second bet slip. Before I mention the final 2 matches, Arsenal-Sevilla, Real Sociedad-Benfica, let us get straight into these. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and join the family. If you have not liked the video, please ensure that you are liking the video. I don't know when my angel from heaven will be coming. So for now, it's only me and you. So like the video and share it with a friend. Now, we have the game, Real Sociedad coming up against Benfica. This is a very difficult match because there's pressure on both sides. Real Sociedad needs the win, Benfica needs the win because Benfica, last season they made it to the quarterfinal of the Champions League, but this season they're yet to win, leave alone getting a point. I mean, they are really struggling. But at their home grounds, they're not really this bad. I don't know what is wrong with them when they are playing at the international level. No, I mean at the European level. So you look at this game, Sociedad will be aiming to secure their top seat in Group D, to solidify it, because the team that is coming second is coming in super hot and I expect them to be winning. So for Real Sociedad, they really need the point. And for Benfica, they also need a win, because, if they don't win, then we are bidding them goodbye forever from the European competitions. So we are expecting an open game in which any team is supposed to be winning. But at the end of the day, both teams are supposed to be at least struggling to score a goal in this particular game. Both teams to score is highly likely in this particular match. Because, the nature of the game itself, it sets us in a position whereby it's difficult to back who is going to be winning. But because Real Sociedad's form is better, and I think the home factor is going to be playing in their favor. And then given the nature of their defensive abilities, when we look at the European matches, they have conceded very few goals in Group D. I expect them to be in a position whereby they can hold Benfica to a draw, and that is why I'm backing Real Sociedad to win or a draw to occur. That is 1.212. And finally, we have Arsenal coming up against Sevilla. You look at the game Arsenal against Sevilla, another interesting one. Let us get started by mentioning that Sevilla are without a win in their last 8 Champions League matches. Although 6 of those 8 matches have ended in a draw. So at least this one sets, it reduces the pressure and tension that was built up in this particular game. At least you know that Arsenal are the better side. But now the problem comes when we look at the Arsenal side that is meeting Sevilla today. We know very well that Gabriel Jesus is the one Gabriel Jesus has scored 3 goals in the last 3 Champions League matches that Arsenal played in. In short, Gabriel Jesus has scored in all the 3 matches that Arsenal has played this season in the Champions League. So Arsenal is going to be without Gabriel Jesus. And at the same time, Odegaard's absence is kind of, not confirmed. We are not sure if he's going to be playing or not playing, but there's a high probability that he will be missing. So when Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus are not going to be there, I don't expect Arsenal are going to be in a position to manage themselves, especially against Sevilla side that is not really a weaker opponent. And a weaker Sevilla side, very very well, they love the draws. So it's going to be a difficult game for Arsenal, but because Arsenal has got kind of an home advantage, and they also have a better roster, squad depth compared to Sevilla, quality, name them, and they also have a high motivation coming into this game, coupled by the fact that Newcastle win over Arsenal in the weekend was a controversial one in which Arsenal think that they were robbed, kind of stuff. I really think that they got everything and every reason to win this particular game, but Sevilla won't give them that ability. So I think that if Arsenal is going to be winning, Arsenal will be winning with a scoreline of 1-0, 2-0, or the game is going to be ending at a draw of 1-1, 2-2, kind of stuff. At the end of the day, the best betting market is Arsenal not to score 3 or more goals in a row, which happens to be having very lucrative odds at an odd of 1.47. That is now the final bet for the day. The final Champions League match predicted for today. You combine the 2 odds that I just shared for Arsenal playing against Sevilla, Real Sociedad playing against Benfica, you happen to be getting 1.781 odds. At the end of the day, those are the predictions for today matches, 8th November 2023, Wednesday. I wish you nothing but success as you take on these matches. And once again, because I know you will be asking yourself, how am I supposed to be betting on these matches? It's always simple, and I will remind you once again. First, you can stake on them as I've shared. There are 3 betting slips. You can stake on them as I've shared. Second, you can pick one betting slip, stake on it, and pray for good luck. And third, the one that I recommend is you as a person to go ahead and, individually select matches that you think are going to be working out for you, comparing them with your own analysis, comparing them with what you think, what your instincts tell you, what your reasoning and kind of stuff. And those are the matches you're supposed to be betting on, because at the end of the day, these are just predictions. There's nothing guaranteed. There's 900% sure bet. And you only hope to be winning. That is all I can say. Until next time, Please ensure that you are liking the video, subscribing, turning on notifications if it was your first time. And don't forget to tell a friend about the MaskedBettor Betting Tips YouTube channel. I will be seeing you soon in the next few minutes, in the next few hours, in the next few days with the Europa matches playing on Thursday, 9th November 2023. Let us end the European competitions with a bang because, very soon we're having the breaks, the international breaks kind of stuff. So right now that we still have these matches, I ask for your support. Please share the video with a friend. Let them come and join the family. Goodbye.